Welcome back. This is question 13 from the 2014 mock exam. This is another question where the majority of students got it right, so I'm going to make this a quick video. The administration at a university is reconsidering its policy requiring all students to live on campus for their first year and plans to survey a sample of the students about their opinion. Now, as students with different class standings, meaning first year, second year, third year, fourth year, super senior, or whatever, students with different class standings are likely to have differing views on the issue. Okay, so that's a really important statement they made there. The administration would like to obtain a sample that fairly represents the number of freshmen and sophomores and juniors and seniors at the university, right? So we want to make sure that people from all grade levels are included in this sample of ours. Okay, so which of the following would be the most appropriate sampling method to use? Okay. So here, let's take a look at, this is one of our flashcards, which has kind of a quick definition of all the different sampling methods. Okay, and we're going to look at stratified. Okay, split the population into homogeneous, I'm not sure, groups, and then select an SRS from each group. Okay, to put it in layman's terms, let's take our population and break it up into subgroups. And at a university, or any school for that matter, you can kind of divide your population based on grade level, right? At a university, you've got 4 different subgroups: freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors. And then you can take a random sample from each of those subgroups and then combine those random samples in the end to get your, complete final sample. Okay. So really, that's the only way to ensure that all 4 grade levels are represented, by taking a random sample from each one. Okay. All right, so that's our correct answer there, stratified random sample, D. Okay. So if we look at the other choices, a convenience sample is usually never a good idea. That would mean that we choose the people that are easiest or closest to reach. That usually leads to bias. A simple random sample is just numbering everybody in the population, or putting everybody's name in a hat from the population and then just picking names out of the hat. Okay, so everybody in the population has a fair chance of getting picked. A systematic sample, this is something that you might see more in like a quality control. So like at maybe say the iPhone factories in China, down the assembly line, there may be sampling every 10th phone or every 100th phone to check for quality issues. Okay, it doesn't work that well for people. It works better for like quality control. And then cluster sampling would be not choosing individuals at random, but choosing groups or clumps or clusters of individuals at random. So like in a school setting, right, people are kind of naturally grouped into different classrooms, right? So I was having a conversation with a student today about their final project and how they were going to sample, because our high school is like 4,000 people. It's very hard to get a simple random sample. So I said, well, you can just number every classroom in the school, put those numbers in a hat, pull out 1 or 2 numbers, and then you go and sample all the people in those rooms. Okay, so you're not selecting individuals at a time, but you're selecting groups of people at a time. Okay. When I hear the word cluster, I think of grapes. So imagine you own a vineyard and you want to take a sample of the grapes that are growing in your field. Well, a simple random sample would be picking individual grapes off the vine and then inspecting those grapes. Whereas a cluster sample would be grabbing entire clusters of grapes off the vines and using those clusters as your sample. So yeah, think about grapes. All right, so this video was longer than I intended, but hopefully you got some good information out of it. All right, thanks for watching again.